There we go. Oop, there we go. Put that there. That goes there. Drop that. Okay, let's see. Will this work? Huh? Oh, there we go. Oh, overlay. Overlay. Turn the overlay on. That. It's the wrong overlay. Okay, let's fix this overlay. The overlay is backwards. Yeah, we're down here. It's been a while, eh? It's been a little bit. We're in the basement. Okay, let me find my brand account. It's under you. Continue. Sure. Give me my profile. Is it under you? I think it's under you. Yeah, we're in the reject all. There we go. Okay, streaming tools, overlays, main overlay. Is this the one I want? No, not this one. Copy of main overlay. This is the one I want. Okay, so copy overlay URL. Go over here. Control A, delete, Control V. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Although I don't think this one has all the pop-ups. I don't think. Yeah, this one doesn't have all the pop-ups. I don't think. This one's a bit outdated. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. How's everyone doing tonight? We're back in the basement. I know. We're in the basement tonight. We're totally not down here. It's not, you know, the fact that what's DB? I don't know what DB is. It's totally not the fact that the end of the year is coming up. We only have 2 months left. And for tax purposes, I have to justify every square footage of my house that I use for my job so that I can write off a portion of it. So we're totally not down here just so I can justify that I do use the basement still. No. How's everyone doing tonight? Be updated? It's not that updated. All I've done is just, I've been having printers down here. Tonight's stream, originally we're going to do some Hueforge stuff, and we may still get to it. I got to put together a TD1. But instead, what we're probably going to start with is getting this guy back online. Because, for those that don't know, this is my oldest V2. This is V2 number 26. It is, in terms of my old Vorons, this is my oldest Voron that I still regularly use. That is still kind of what it was originally. And we did the XOL toolhead on it, which works really good. But the extruder on it is the Lancer. Or it's not the Lancer, it's what was before the Lancer. So, at 3D Printopia, is that what we call it? 3D Printopia. Poly gave me this, which is their updated Lancer, like the actual intended standalone updated version of it. So we're just gonna swap out the extruder on this. We're gonna take that off and we're gonna put this on. I don't think we're gonna use the buttons though. I don't think we're gonna bother with the buttons, just because I don't think the toolhead board that I have on here can support it. But we'll make it work. A Lancer Evo. And then also, I've got a bunch of filament. I put a rep rack. Also, USB-C. I love USB-C. It's great. It's a great port. You can plug it in both ways. It works great. USB-C is great until the moment you have to plug in a webcam that has a USB-C cable and you don't have a USB-C port on your computer. My computer didn't have a USB-C port. This computer here doesn't have USB-C on the motherboard. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just use one of my USB adapters. Oh no, they're all USB-A. But I do have some that are USB-C. They have USB-C plugs. The problem is the cable is USB-C. And then I have dongles for adapting it. The problem is the dongles are A to C, not C to A. So I like, that's why I was a little bit late before going live. I went through my entire, you know that bin you have with all the cables? I went through my entire bin trying to find a USB-C female to A adapter, and I finally found one. It was on a cable. I think it came with one of my external USB hard drives. So it came with a C to C cable and then an adapter to let you plug it into a USB-A port. So now, that's not the right camera. There we go. I have a camera. And look, we put the rep rack up. So we're going to be putting some filament up here. So it's going to be all PLA. So we got the rep rack here. But yeah, we got a camera. So this will be, I'll probably move this to the garage as well. It should be pretty good. Also, I really need to, my electric razor finally died on me. I've had my electric razor for like, I don't even know how long. But it finally died on me. So I need to get a new one so I can shave. Derek gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. USB-C rocks. Yeah, USB-C is great until you don't have a USB-C port. Simple as that. It's great until you need it. So let's start by, we'll talk and put filament up on the shelf. So we'll do that first, and then once I get the filament out, we'll put this over here. We'll swap out the extruder, and then we'll faff about and print some stuff and have some fun. You tag me on Discord. Do I have Discord? Okay. Don't switch. What are you complaining about, Discord? Why did you tag me? Oh, I ordered a bunch on Amazon. Yeah, I ordered a bunch on Amazon. They're on their way. Okay, so that close. What port does... Oh, it's got USB-A. The computer has a ton of USB-A. It just doesn't have any USB-C. Enough A to C. Yeah, so I have C to A, but not... Or no, I have A to C, but not C to A. But I found one, so I have one. This was also... I got this from 3D Printopia. This is Central 3D PLA. Or, sorry, this is ABS, actually. This is ABS. So, this is going to go on the ABS shelf, which is going to be outside. The goal is, because I'm setting up both studio spaces, the end goal is that all the printers and filament inside my house will be PLA or PETG. So basically, this room will be all my open frame printers that don't need to be enclosed. So the Prusas, basically. I'm keeping this in here because it is nice to have one ABS printer in the house just in case. Plus, I like it. And then I do have the rat rig down here. I got to get rid of the FL Sun V400. I got to get rid of that. Anyone in Southern Ontario want an FL Sun V400 or an S1? I got to figure out how to get rid of them. And I don't have a knife, so we'll use that. Some of the cell phones are USB-C to A. Yeah, the problem is I have a bunch of them, but they're all A to C. I already found one. We're good now on dongles. We're good now. This is PETG0. Okay. I'll put PETG over there. Didn't notice the poor neglected V-core. The V-core is fine. So the problem with my V-core, this is the problem with my V-core, is simply the fact that it's a 200. Because when they reached out to me like, hey, we want to send you a V-core. It's a V-core 3. It's not a V-core 4. So they reached out. They're like, hey, we want to send you a V-core. And I'm like, cool. They're big machines. Send me the smallest one you have. So that's what they did. They sent me a V-core 3 200. The problem is, this printer, it's only got this big a print volume, and it's the heaviest printer I own. It is absolutely overkill. It is an absolute tank of a printer and overkill. For mechanical purposes, what should I choose? PCCF, PACF, so carbon fiber nylon, or PPSCF. So that last one there is when you need to get a cat. You go, the answer is quite simple, Derek. I have no clue. It depends on your use case. Mechanical purposes. What is mechanical purposes? Are you building a fixture, a gear? Does it need to flex a bit? Does it need to absorb impact? And not enough info. Mechanical is too open concept of a question for me to give you a definitive answer. Simple as that. A local makerspace. I don't have local makerspaces, unfortunately. If somebody knows if there's a makerspace in Windsor, Ontario, or that area, let me know. But to my knowledge, we don't have one. A car spoiler bracket. In that case, pretty much any of those would be fine. I've done some car parts in CF nylon. I've done some car parts in CF PETG. Both have held up fine. Yeah. I wouldn't be too concerned. They'd all probably be fine. Yeah, they'd probably all be fine. 2 kilogram spools. I'm loving these 2 kilogram spools. They are so nice to have. Okay. Ooh. Polyalchemy. I'll put that up here. Put the really shiny stuff over there. So this is light or polyalchemy. Where's the tunes? There's the tunes. For what I would go, PACF. I think more impact resistance, not as stiff. Yeah, PACF sounds pretty good for that. It's one of those things you'll probably be fine with anything you choose. It's just one of them might be a little bit better than the others. Where are you? You're Petchy. You're PLA. Greetings. Hello there. Oh, God. Where did all this PETG come from? Like, I went from not having any PETG to now I have an absolute boatload of PETG. Like, are you PLA? PLA, lipstick red. Like, what am I gonna do with all you? Oh. Your silk white and your galaxy silver. Go there, silk white. Do those TPU tank tracks finish okay? No. It jammed about 80% way through, and I didn't realize it until it was too late to save it. I don't know what happened. It just jammed. So that's why, in case you haven't noticed, I'm printing them on the Mark IV S. Because from my understanding, that was something that did affect the Mark III extruder. It wasn't the greatest at flexibles, especially super flexible flexibles. Like this stuff right here. This is 40D. This is Fiberflex 40D. This stuff is this is a rope essentially. So the next extruder I know is a lot better with flexible materials. So that's why it's printing on here right now. Simple as that. Stuff fails. What I'm really not having a great time with right now is the Seaboard Trident. I cannot get the Seaboard Trident to print ABS. It is, I don't know exactly what's causing the issue. I've tried a whole bunch of different things. I'm pretty sure it's overheating. I'm pretty sure either the tool head board is overheating, the stepper is overheating. Something's causing it where about an hour into a print, it doesn't error out. It just starts under extruding like mad, and eventually it just stops extruding. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's the board, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but it's not working in a way I would like it to work. That's PETG, your PLA. What tool head board? It's a Big Tree Tech SB2209. And I put the biggest, chonkiest heat sinks I could find on it. So you're all Petchy. And you are barely worth keeping. You're an empty spool. Okay, so what do we got here? What can we put on the wall? You're a bunch of poly alchemies. Come out. You can go on the wall. You can go on the wall of fancy colors. So I can make some room. There we go. These can go on this wall. Also has under extrusion errors that I can't. Yeah, it's been super annoying. Because I've been trying to get it to print the parts for the V2 build we're going to be doing, and it's not happening. It's not happening. So yeah, I'm not loving that fact. I'll put this right there because we're gonna use that in a bit. I would probably reprint the whole tool head. That's what we're gonna do. Literally, as soon as we swap out the extruder on here, I've got a spool of ABS here. Although I might try a different filament. Yeah, as soon as we get this going, I'm swapping. I'm reprinting all the extruder parts essentially. I'm trying to review that kit. So to review the kit, this is why I don't do printer reviews, because doing a proper review takes a long time. Because it's like, hey, if I had just printed a few demonstration things and did my video, I wouldn't have had anything to say about it. This is something I'm realizing now after trying to print ABS enclosed for a couple weeks. It's like, okay, this ain't working. Something's broken here. So, in it, all the boards with the BTT or metal have issues with the chip. It kind of craps out at ADC. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and do a fan shroud. Or so what I did was the first thing I've tried. This is my first fix. Let me. Oh, did I? Google Drive. Where's my Google Drive? Sign in. Home. Shoot, I don't have my images on this computer. Anyways, I'll figure it out later. Yeah, it's not working good. It's not working good. So I got to figure out what's going on. So you go there. I'll just take you off. You can rest there. What's in this box? Oh, a Leviathan. It's always good to have. I wanted an Ender 3 belt printer and brought an LDO V2 300. It's gonna be busy. There you go. Besides gamer stuff, what are we drinking? I'll probably get a bar later, but right now it's just the gamer subs, which you should buy some. Link in the video description. Off. I probably should have raised this up before doing this, but as a poet once said, YOLO. Oh yeah, it's bugging me. I gotta put a goal. I'm gonna put a goal of, because I know I'm never gonna hit it. Why not? I will. There you go. Oh, my mouse die on me. There we go. Yeah. So for those that don't know, YouTube is really pushing chat interactions on like my side of things with like streaming. So when I fire up a stream, it's like, hey, you can make an extra 20% of your income if you run ads during your streams. I hate running ads during the streams. There's a reason I don't. But it's like, you got to do this. Hit this button. We'll enable it. And I'm like, no. And now it's like, oh, you should set goals for super chats. And I'm like, fine. Okay, 50. I don't know. Is that melon flavor? No, this is the ever popular guacamole gamer fart. Actually really good. I think it's Russian Badger's flavor. Just to confirm, I'll be on Smurf with LDO, bringing a rook. We'd love to meet up. Cheers, Canuck. I'm hoping I can get everything booked tomorrow. I was gonna book everything today, but stuff came up. It's been busy. Okay. Did I unplug this? Hopefully I unplugged it. I unplugged it. Good. Ooh. Okay. So hopefully I could just do this. Mobile. There we go. Shrink me down, and we'll live there. There we go. Lance Wood first, $5. Cheers and appreciate it. I honestly don't like the fact that I can't set what it is. It's like, it's super chats. It's like, I'd rather it be memberships. I'd rather there be the option to gift memberships. But no, it's like super chats only. I'm like, oh, okay. I need a little container. I need a little container. I've been throwing out everything, so I got like no containers. Oh, here we go. This will work. go. Something to put the little tabs in. Like 50. Yeah, like the problem is I can't change it. The only option it gives me for a goal is super chats. I'd rather I could have a goal of memberships. Like if you watch anyone on Twitch, most Twitch streamers have the goal, like a sub goal. That's like a pretty common thing on Twitch. It's not that common on YouTube, I don't think. But now it's like bugging me about it and it's annoying. There we go. Exactly. And do you know what the worst part of it is? As much as I hate it, we're showing that it works. We're already showing that the stupid system works. Okay, so I want to do this with the least amount of actual work as possible. So let's see here. Get my LTT store precision screwdriver and see if we can do this with the least amount of work possible. So first things first, does this go all the way through? Yes, okay, so that screws into there. Okay, so that's that. Where's the other one? Is it, now does that go all the way through there? Or is that, okay, so that's that. Got to please the algorithm. Remember, better number, better, bigger number, better person. I'm hoping this is the right one. I don't know if this is the right one. It is. Okay, cool. So, put these back in. Because I'm hoping I could just swap out the extruder, essentially. Okay, so there's that. So we might have to fiddle with this. I got a feeling we're going to have to modify some stuff to make this work. Gotta please the algorithm. Yep. That former president, him and his dance moves, those Al Gore rhythms. Wait, that can work. Do. Mana. Do. Mana. Do. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I gotta unplug the extruder. Extruder unplugged. So that is the old one. So we need to save those two screws. So this is the stock extruder that comes with the magneto, or at least came with my original magneto. So for those wondering, this is the stock one. This is the like standalone production one. You can buy this. This I took off my magneto because I got a newer one. This is a much better version. So the thing is though, I think I have to take this cover off. For the way I want to mount this, I think we have to take the cover off. Yeah. So do that. Let's do that. Ah, real monsters. $5 from Chris. Cheers. Congrats. However, I did just place an order for a Prusa XL with 5 tool heads. Nice. You will like it. You will like it. Okay, so let's see. What do we got to work here? By the way, I love this tray. I love the tray because you could put your... Wait a minute. It like autocorrects. The camera has a accelerometer in it. Okay. Oh, it's already got standoffs in it. Oh, that's great. It's already got standoffs. Sweet, I could just reuse those standoffs. Oh, awesome. That saves me a bunch of time. No, it doesn't. Shoot, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, so I'll just reuse the standoffs. This already has standoffs on it. If you take the cover plate off, so I can just mount my board directly to it. Heck yeah. Okay, so the next thing we need is, it's got this breakout board. It's got two macro buttons, load and unload, and a filament runout sensor. The problem is, I don't really have... What board is this? What board is this? Let's see. Can I take advantage of any of this? Because that's got 4 cables. I don't really have the ability to take advantage of it, unfortunately. I don't think. Yeah, that's I2C. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have the ability to take advantage of it, unfortunately. So what I'll do is I'll just take it off. I'll just take it off. So we'll just unplug that. I'm gonna leave the board on though, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the board on. Just because I think it's part of the clip. So I'm gonna leave the board on, but I'm not gonna use it. And then we have that plugs in. Okay, so now, let's see here. Oh God, this PTFE tube is chooched. So, fun fact, the original one didn't have nominal spacing. The spacing for the 2 mount holes was close to an orbiter, but wasn't quite. Whereas this one does use orbiter mounting holes, okay? So this uses orbiter mounting holes. So apparently, and I'm just learning this right now as I pull this out, it was out enough that, I don't know if you could see that, it actually like shifted the PTFE tube. The PTFE tube actually has a kink in it. It's like, so we're replacing that. We are gonna replace that. Let's get some good Bowden tube. That is reverse Bowden tube. I need some actual proper Bowden tube. You know what? Let's steal some out of here. Wait, are you reverse Bowden? No, you're also, I need some proper Bowden. Do I have proper Bowden tube in here? I gotta have some somewhere. Here we go. There we go. Proper Bowden tube. There we go. Proper Bowden tube. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. There we go. What is that from? Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey? Baba Booey. Layer shift on a PTFE tube. Yep. Which one is this? This is V2 number 26. So it's a V2.4. The serial number is number 26. That's why it's V2 number 26. It is my oldest V2. It's been every version of the V2. Yeah. So let's see here. This is the right length. Yep. Okay, cool. go. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. I mean, you want to get technical? See this? This is where the filament comes in. This printed blue part right here. See it up here. This was printed. This was printed on a V1.5, and it is the original V2 spec part. That part has been on this machine since mid 2018 and hasn't come off. Why? Why would I take it off? It works just fine. Go. I like how they put a little cutout. They put a little to put that one. Oop. No, don't flip. There you go. To put the one screw in, they put a little cutout in the latch arm so you can put your Allen key in there. Go. I'm really liking the XOL tool head so far. I gotta find, I ordered 2 of these fans. I may put one of these on the C-bore. If we can't get the C-bore working with the stock tool head, we may end up swapping that out. Okay, so now I gotta take this off. I'm trying to do as little as I can. I don't want to like rip the entire thing apart. So you come out. I got to take the board off so I can get these, because unfortunately the board covers up the screws I need to get at. A mosquito head and a dragon burner? Probably. Mosquitoes aren't bad. I've got mosquitoes. I just don't use them because I don't know why. I gotta move to Revos. Revos and Rapidos are kind of like my current thing. Oop, hopefully I did not cut that. No, we're good. We're good. Okay. Go. It's always fun when you're trying to work on something and you're like, I'm gonna save time and cut all these corners, and as you're doing it, it's like, I'm making more work for myself, but I'm saving time and cutting corners. Big brain. Biggest brain. EBB36 has been most reliable CAN bus board. I haven't tried the Nighthawk. I like the Nighthawks. I like the Nighthawk boards. The EBBs I've been finding have been... The problem is the heat. Honestly, the heat is killing a lot of these tool head boards. Like the C-bore, for those wondering, the NTC, the C-bore kit, the tool head board has a thermistor on the tool head board. Not on the MCU, just on the tool head board itself. Within an hour of me starting an ABS print with a 255 hot end and a 105 bed, the board itself is at 93 degrees Celsius. That's hot. So yeah, that's not exactly something you want. But what you do want is some gamer subs. You can buy some. Link in the video description. Use code Canuck, save 10% on your order today. Go buy some. Gamer subs. Nope, oh no, I dropped a screw. Try and line up this. There we go. You go in there. And you go there. now, swap this out, put that back on. Screw this all back together. Is that an AIO tool board? Well, this is a all-in-one tool head board. Yeah, essentially. And actually, I'm gonna put another heat sink on it because I've got a heat sink on it for the, I want to say, driver, but I don't know if I have one on for the RP24. There we go. This plugs in. And there we go. So now I got to do cable management. Yay! Everyone's favorite thing, cable management. Okay, let me find another heat sink. I'm pretty sure I should have a whole bunch of heat sinks in here. Heat sinks, where are my heat sinks? I should have heat sinks everywhere. You're not a heat sink. Are you a heat sink? No. I had a whole bag of heat sinks. Oh, here we go, heat sinks. There we go. The more heat sinks, the better, right? One for the driver, one for the MCU. Yep. Which I did do that on the Seaboard that I'm having the issues with. I did put more heat sinks on it, and it's still overheating. So there we go. How many heat sinks does your board have? Yes. Okay, now the fun part. Do I have zip ties in here? I should have zip ties. I should have zip ties somewhere. I should have zip ties somewhere. I believe I have zip ties out here. I may have to run out to the garage. I may have to run out to the garage. Let me do a quick little look around. Yeah, I may have to run out to the garage. Don't think I have zip ties. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run up to the garage. I'll be back. I shall return. I shall return. Do not forget me. Don't you forget about me. It's cold out. Okay. Go. Did I close the door? Yes, I did. Back. Did you miss me? What was going on? There's a reason you mount the PSUs for Prusas outside the enclosure. Power delivery stuff can get reduced life. Yep. But the thing is, the Prusa enclosure, in my opinion, doesn't really get hot enough to really worry too much. Like the stock Prusa enclosure, like the hottest I've ever seen it in my Prusa, like my Mark IV that's enclosed, the hottest I've ever seen that get in the summer was 40, which is nothing for electronics. I have a Revo on my Ender 5. You think it might be one of those piezo probe adapters on it to do nozzle? Yeah, if you got a Revo, like if did I bring it in? I left that in the garage too. If you've got a Voron Revo heatsink, like if you're running a Revo and you have a Voron Revo heatsink already, you can get a Revo Peasy and drop it in, and boom, you have nozzle probing. It's great. I love it. I'm trying to find some tweezers to try and pull this through, because this will not go through the hole. Won't go through. I can just zip tie it around. We'll just be lazy. We'll just, instead of zip tying it through the hole, I'll just zip tie it like this. There we go. One. Someone say Hueforge? Yeah, we have I got a TD1 here. We're gonna put that together, and then if we have time, I'll get Hueforge installed on here. I was going to try and get it all set up before stream, but I was working on other stuff that just ate up all my time. So, unfortunately, I didn't want to jump into it cold turkey, but if we do get to it, I will be jumping into it cold turkey. I've been told by multiple people that doing Hueforge for the first time on a live stream never goes well. Printer so I can print multicolor. I'm still on a reality. Well, you don't need a Bamboo to print multicolor. Luckily, because of Bamboo, there's now a lot of options for multicolor printing out there. Luckily. There's actually quite a few options now. It's actually nice how many options are out there nowadays for multicolor. Okay, so let's zip tie this. Cable management. There we go. Got an A1 combo. There you go. That is like literally the easiest, cheapest way to get into multicolor printers. Multicolor printing is just buy an A1 combo. Don't bother with the A1 mini. Just get the full size. You will get more out of it over the life of it. I'm not saying the A1 mini is bad. I'm just saying the A1 full size is a much better value. I'll just shove you under there. It's got a little hidey hole to shove everything under there. There we go. When in doubt, shove it in a hole. Okay. Need to stiffen your umbilical. I use piano wire, but it's not staying up. Piano wire, there's a few different things you can do. You could use, I think Prusa uses 3mm nylon filament, I believe. That's what their go-to thing is. Basically anything that's stiff that can bend. Like I know on the XLs, they use an actual like injection molded thing. Sure everything clears. That clears there. That clears there. That clears there. Okay. Now, just zip tie that there. Go. So hopefully, if all goes well, I really shouldn't have to recalibrate much on this. We'll just throw some filament in just to make sure that it is extruding the amount we tell it to extrude. And then off to the races we go, I believe. There we go. Go. Okay. I think that's about it. So we've swapped that around. Put the side panel back on. it's got the ever important safety warning. The ever important safety warning. And again, don't ever put your freaking foam insulation on the frame. This is such a pain to deal with. Get in your hole. It's like, no, that's gonna stick. 1 second. There we go. Okay, you go there. There we go. That might work finally. Yep. There we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. I definitely want enclosure for XL, but Prusa, it's fugly and expensive and fugly. However, the only understanding is Sumo. Well, you could design one yourself. The problem with the XL enclosing, okay, so the problem with enclosing the XL is that Prusa, they did a big dumb move where they designed the machine to actually be more reliable. That's the problem with enclosing the XL. By designing the machine to be a tool changer that is reliable, you make it harder to enclose because you have this. Because now you need a big old top hat for this. Because on the XL, all of these have to come out and be able to do all of this. So they could have done a cable system, they could have done an umbilical that would be more compact, kind of like a V2 or something, where you have drag chains or whatnot. The problem is that gets more complicated. They could have done a system where it's all like pogo pins, where there's like nothing going to the tool heads when they're docked, and there's like, by making it better, they made it worse in one way, essentially, which I'm okay with. I don't know if I will enclose mine. Mine is already hanging off the desk. Like, I put a fan on it. I have 1 inch of clearance, not even. Like, this is a 24-inch desk and it's hanging off the desk. I had to basically move the front feet in a couple inches because the front feet are at the corner. I had to move them in like a couple inches so that it sits on the desk properly. So, yeah. Okay, so let's put you over here. And I'm realizing we might run into a problem here because I don't know. I can't remember. I think this is on the garage Wi-Fi, which might be a problem. It might be on the garage Wi-Fi, which might be a problem. I need some filament. Let's go with orange. Now you may be wondering, why are you getting filament? Well, we've got to do some measuring. So let's make 100 millimeters. Okay. push that down. And you go right there. Okay. Home all. Move. The Z on this always creaked. I probably should reprint some of my Z parts on this because this uses a pretty old revision of the Z joints. I just haven't bothered. So like when you do long Z moves on this, you hear it rattle. I'm pretty sure I know what's causing it. But yeah. Can I sum up my cheaty safety concerns? Yeah, it'll melt down and cause a fire. Don't buy one. From my understanding, Modbot, go watch Modbot's video on it because he has one of these machines, so he's able to actually. I don't have it. I think I was a little too critical of the S1. So they never reached out to me to ask if I wanted a T1 Pro because. If the T1 Pro is basically an S1, it doesn't impress me. But TLDR, it has a chamber heater. As of right now, I'm gonna say avoid printers with chamber heaters because most companies that are implementing them are not doing it well. The last cheaty printers, they were live, so if you stuck your finger through the grill, you could get shocked. And now the current ones, the SSR that controls them is like melting. Oh, Cheaty, not FL Sun. Oh, sorry, that's the FL Sun. What's wrong with the Cheaty? The X Plus 4? What's the X Plus 4 doing? No, the X Plus 4 is the heater thing. It's the FL Sun is doing the bot comments. That's what FL Sun's doing. FL Sun's doing the bot comments. That's right. That's right. That's right. There's two companies right now that are really screwing the pooch PR wise. That's right. FL Sun is botting comments and is when they're sending printers out to reviewers, they're requesting that the review be a good review, which that's immediately a red flag and it immediately throws into any question anyone who's promoting that machine. It's Cheaty that's having the safety issues. So. Okay, so extrude. So let's just do 50 millimeters at 5 millimeters a second. Extrude. Well, it's going the right way, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Okay. And now if I tell it to extrude another 50 millimeters. Stop. We're good. That's 100 millimeters of filament. We're good. Bang on. Heck yeah. I can dig it. Okay. So now we got to load some. Where did that PTFE tube that I had go? I don't want to use this one. All right. You're not reverse Bowden PTFE tube. You're reverse Bowden. The advantage of replacing all the Bowden tube on my Prusa, I have all the reverse Bowden tube I would ever want now. We ain't running out of reverse Bowden tube anytime soon. Get in your hole. There we go. Okay, so I am gonna have to cut you though. Okay. Cut. Go. So I probably should rerun the input shaper as well. Move. Okay, let's see. Home all. I got to play around with the sensor lips homing settings, I think, too. But I'm not too concerned with that. Okay, move. How do I disable motors? Is there a disable motor button on here? Macros. Print. No. Control. Disable motors. Okay. You go there. You go there. You go about there. Okay. So one thing I'm going to have to be careful with this is my max Z height. I'm a little concerned about my max Z height on here because of all that. I'm not super concerned because I'll be honest, I think I only have it set for like 200 millimeters. This machine I don't use. If I need to print something tall, I'm not printing it on this machine. Don't knock it. Gifted 5 community membership. Cheers and appreciate it. Thank you. And then get my tape here. Unfortunately, the only downside with the super ancient Bowden tube that I use here is there's nothing to keep it from coming out. So what ends up happening is as you print, it eventually like sucks its way out. So you have to like wrap some tape around it, essentially, which is kind of sketchy and ghetto, but you know what? This machine, it's sketchy and ghetto at times. There we go. There we go. Okay. That just keeps it from going out. Okay, so now let's heat you up to 260. Okay. Load some filament in it. By the way, loading these 2 kilogram spools is kind of annoying. Extrude. There you go. Okay. Go. Okay. Extrude. Oh, wait, I hit retract. Shoot. I hate it. I hate. Please tell me I'm not the only one who does that. Where you hit extrude and then you went to hit extrude again and you hit retract. Tube actually made dealing with Bowden worse because it was so soft. Ooh, that's not good. I mean, for reverse Bowden, I use whatever the cheapest, slipperiest, blown out tube I can get because it's just a guide. You don't want it to be, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we are loaded with filament. So let's turn that off. Let's extrude another 50. And then retract 5. Is this the Prusa room? Apparently it is. Okay. Got that. Okay, so that's that. So now, put the lid on, door on, home all. And do a QGL. And then we'll do an input shape and then we'll start printing. Yeah, for reverse Bowden, you want like a I use 4.3 for reverse Bowden. So 4mm OD, 3mm ID. On the Prusa XL, we're now using 6mm OD, 4mm ID. Do you recommend? Who's Cat? I'm still undecided with the mod, just because it's not been in function. It's, I think, better. During actual operation, I think it's doing a bit better, especially with flexibles. It's loading it isn't as nice because it doesn't like slot in as easily. So. Oh, there we go. One more. That's huge. What do you mean it's huge? What's huge? This could fit more, or is Prusa wall? I mean, I do have a 3.5. I could. I want to put a V0. The problem is, like, this machine takes up so much room because you need somewhere to. I'm actually tempted. I'm actually kind of tempted to get another rep box and put a rep box above it and feed directly from the rep box into the tool heads. I'm actually kind of tempted to do that instead of having all the filament on the side, because that's how I feed this guy. This is rep box into the buffer that's wall mounted, and yes, it's a rat's nest. Yes, this is a rat's nest. That's why we have a rat. And yes, he was printed on the that. So yeah, we have a little rat. Okay, so that's that. Shaper, calibrate. Go, do your input shape. Walter, I use standard reverse Bowden tube, ID tube for my printer with ERFO without problems. Yeah, like, I'm not saying if you use normal, like 2mm ID tube, you're gonna run into problems. It's just with reverse Bowden, especially, it depends on your setup too, how long it is and whatnot. All it is guiding the filament. So as long as you can guide the filament reliably, you're good. It's just to avoid any extra friction, you may want to go with some looser Bowden tube, essentially. And I was going to do something, and then I completely forgot what I was going to do. Shoot. What was I going to do? I was going to get something. You're printing, and then I'll start the print after this. Yeah, Repbox XL. Yeah, Hueforging time. Well, we got the TD1 to build. So I've got this. I've got a... Let's see here. Let's see, mobile. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, there's got to be a way to disable that. There's got to be a way to disable that. That is annoying. The fact that this, I could close it, but it, like, when you tilt it, it does that. I don't want it to rotate. It's like, don't do that. It's got a built-in accelerometer to auto-rotate it. I don't like that. So we got the printed parts for the TD1. It's only 4 parts. We got the TD1, and then we got all this parts in the bag. Flip it in OBS. The problem is, then anytime I move it, I have to flip it again. So I don't want to do that. So do we have to do some soldering? I think we have to do some soldering with this. So this is everything we need for the TD1. So we're going to build a TD1 today. In Logitune? Yeah, but I don't want to have to install Logitech shitty software, because you all know Logitech software is shite. I don't want to have to install it just to, oop. What's going on? Oh, no, you're still going. Okay, you're still going. There we go. The QR code and the card will get you the bill. The thing is, I don't have the card. I think I took the card out and I put it somewhere. Hueforge TD1. I'm assuming if I Google it, instructions will come up. I mean, like, what does this Ajax guy in chat even know about the TD1? Oh. There we go. By Ajax. Oh, it's the guy from the chat. Okay, so if you don't know what this is, Hueforge is really cool software. It basically allows you to use any printer. You don't need a multi-material unit. Any printer to print multicolor images, essentially. And it does that by taking advantage of the fact that when you print layers of filament, depending on how thick or thin the layer is, or how many layers you have stacked, different amounts of light come through, so you can do blending and all kinds of cool stuff. So there's a few cool ways to do it. The easiest way to do it is just YOLO it and trust that the values are right. So when you get your spool of filament and you plug in polymaker red, the TD is correct and the hex color is correct. And you hope those values are good and off you go. And for most of the time, you're probably okay. The problem is, what is the TD of an original spool of Polyalchemy Elixir Aquamarine? What's the value for that? What do? You run it through your TD1, which checks transmission distance, and it spits out the TD value and the hex code for the color. Simple as that. Simple as that. So let's get this all out here. Oop. Try not to lose everything. Mobile, overhead, mobile. We got some boards there. So yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna be soldering. The filaments come with a code. I think some filaments from Polymaker might, and I think there might be a brand specifically, but for the most part, most filaments, they don't come with that. Like, especially a hex color. Like most filaments, you're not getting a hex value when you buy it. It's just like, this is just lipstick red. It is what it is. Am I very dark, by the way? Am I coming across very dark on camera? I don't know if I am. Look fine? Okay. Might just be the screen that I'm on. I seem chipper. I'm in a good mood. Okay, I'm just taking everything out of the bags right now, just so I have everything ready to go. Oh. You couldn't pick a consistent bag type. It's like some bags you gotta rip open, some are Ziploc, some are reusable, some aren't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's all that. So now, capture TD, capture hex color, blah, 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 blah. Where are the instructions? Resources. Project guide. So I'm assuming project guide. There we go. There we go. Make sure you print your sensor mounts in black. Only dark on Baldur's Gate. Bro. All my... I could summarize my current Baldur's... I'm in Act 3. I'm hopefully a couple hours from finishing it. My current playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, I could simplify it. I can explain it in one word. All my friends are dead. Okay. Ooh, no overlay. Overlay. Ah. Okay, I'm under the overlay. Ooh, let's move me up here. There we go. Okay. Use some double-sided tape or super glue to adhere to the spacer. Okay, so let's begin. So let me go get my, I brought my soldering stuff in here. I did bring that over. We got that, but I forgot to grab my Omni Fixo, so I'm gonna have to go grab that. So let me go get my Omni Fixo. And then if somebody could start the timer to see how long we go before I have to bitch at somebody who comments about my shaking. Okay, let me go grab my Omni Fixo. I'll be back. Go. Oop, I need a power. Okay. Make sure you print your sensor mounts in black. Everything is black PETG. It is a little shiny. Hopefully that's not an issue. We'll see. But it is all printed in black PETG. So let's begin. So use some double-sided tape or super glue to adhere the display spacer to the back. Wait, what? Okay, so do I gotta solder all these on right now? Okay, I guess I start by soldering. Okay. Okay, for eye protection, clip the leads, flush cutters. Okay. I guess we start soldering. Yeah, it looks like the first thing we do is solder on a 4-pin onto the little screen. Let's prep display, clip the leads, but it doesn't say anything about soldering it. Unless, should I be following the kit? I should be following the kit project, right? Yeah, I should be following the kit project, right? Because it's all pre-programmed, yeah. So follow that. Okay. So I guess we gotta solder that on first, okay? And it looks like they come out the back. So, right? Yeah. Early kits came with the header installed. Okay, I see. So, mobile. There we go. I don't know why anytime I got to do something like this, I'm always like, when it comes to like orientation, it's like, wait, how does this orientate again? Okay. On. How many are printing? Everyone's printing stuff. You're all printing stuff, right? I'm printing stuff. If I'm printing stuff, you're printing stuff. Right? Right. Oh, speaking of print, okay, actually, shoot, 1 second. Main, desktop, okay. Save config. We got our input shaper values. I don't know what the values are. We're just gonna YOLO it. Whatever we got, we got. Initialize. Cool. Print. Because I already sliced that before I realized the extruder wasn't working. Fun fact, I was planning to print the replacement parts for the C-bore, and then when I started printing, it wasn't printing good, and I'm like, huh, the extruder's screwed up. Well, I guess the first thing we're doing is swapping out the extruder today. Okay, soldering time. Mobile. Okay. So if you're like me and you have issues with holding stuff while soldering, buy one of these OmniFixos. They are amazing. Solder on that guy. Okay. There we go. That looks good there. So now we have to trim it. Ooh, cannot connect a moonraker. Oh, it's heating up. Okay, so now, okay, use eye protection, clip the leads flush. Okay. Wait, oh snap, what? Why is all my screens crashing all of a sudden? Are we still live? We better be live. We're live, okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna clip these into my bin. If I can clip these. I am so gonna break these cutters. There we go, okay. Hopefully they don't have to be super flush. Do they have to be like flush, or is it like just kind of knock them down kind of thing? Okay. Okay. And then use some double-sided tape or super glue to adhere the display spacer on the back of the display. So I'm assuming that's this little black printed part. I don't have super glue. And I think VHB would be too thick, but I do have some E6000, so I'm just gonna put that down. So I'll just put some E6000. Get the grinder out. Just disc it. Okay, so this little printed part goes right there. So let's just put a dabble do ya. I think it just kind of goes, I don't know, there, I guess. That looks like it goes there. Okay. And then we put it in its case like so. Oh, before we do that, let me take the screen protector off. Let's get that peel. That is so appealing. Okay. So orientate this like that. This goes in right like that. If I can get to actually go in, there we go. Okay. You order an OmniFixo. Honestly, the OmniFixo is great. Simply for the fact that, like, so for those that don't know, here, I'll just show you. One standard OmniFixo thing, okay? First off, this is a ground. So you can hook like a sensor wire. So if you need to, say you wanted to check like grounds or something, you flip one of these over, see how the magnet sticks out? You put it over that, and then you connect to that. So now this is grounded. Like this is connected to this, right? So you could like, if you wanted to like checking ground or whatever. So you can flip it over like that. You can set it like that. You can have this in any position. If you want it lower, you could just do that. You do that. And then you have multiples of them. And it's also magnetic, so you can stick it on whatever. So if you're trying to like, oh no, I broke a wire on my printer, I could just, you know, well, okay, not this one, but like, there you go. You could stick it on this and use that to hold your wire while you solder. That seems to be going okay. So yeah, it's one of those things. Yes, it's a little expensive. Yes, you can buy cheaper third-hand tools, but this is worth it. If you do any sort of regular soldering, I do FPV stuff. I've got FPV quadcopters I fly around. So anytime I got to do work with those, I bust this guy out. Okay, so make sure that is there. That is that. That is straight. Wait, solder the 5-pin header to the LED PCB. Okay, so let's get the LED PCB. So which one's that? So this guy. And it looks like it's a female header. So that goes in there. Is it supposed to be this long? What the heck am I doing here? Is it supposed to be that long sticking out? They get cut. Okay. I'm like, wow, somebody's compensating. Okay. Okay, and it looks like it comes up right here. Make sure it's straight. So what you can do, a trick to ensure that like whenever you're soldering something on like this and making sure that it's straight, what you do is you only solder like one pin on, like a middle one or something. So you just solder one on. Then you're like, oh, that's all crooked and janky and it's not gonna work. It's wrong. Look how crooked that is. It's wrong. But because you only got one, what you can do is you can just go in there by hand. So just push your finger on it, heat it up, you can flush, let go, boom, done. And now it's vertical. And then you can do the rest. So quick, easy way to do it. Yep. And if you're wondering, I use MG Chemicals, was it 6337 solder. So it's leaded solder with flux. Okay. Now, does it say to snip them? Solder the 5-pin and trim the leads flush, then take care to ensure it's set straight. Okay, so now we snip it again. I am destroying these, by the way. There we go. Okay. Set the LED PCB on top of the display, making sure the LED slides through the holes. Oh, okay, the pins. The leads slide through. Okay, so wording. I would say I would use pins instead of leads, but that's just me. And then solder in place. Okay. So we've got that goes there. That goes like that. Let me just double check. Everything's good. Okay. Let me just trim those a little bit shorter. 1 second. Just a little bit shorter. You get another printer, so you get. I have like an actual set of proper flush cutters. The problem is it's in the garage. There we go. Okay. So this goes in here. Solder these on. And I still have one of these kits in the garage, so I may end up, make a standalone video on putting this together. We'll see. There we go. Okay, trim the leads as flush as you can. Take care not to damage the LEDs. Okay. I mean, technically I could take this out now and do it. Wow, okay. These ones don't like cutting. Ah. Wow, that, okay. Okay. There we go. Go back in. Okay. Why are you guys talking about ICQ? Solder the header on the Lux and RGB sensor. Okay. So which one's Lux? GY2661. Okay, it's this guy. Okay. And then this header, it looks like it solders on from this side. Okay. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay, so I gotta turn it around. Feel like companies should have to use lead-free solder. They have the machine's environment, but hobby. Oh yeah, yeah. When you're soldering at home using leaded solder, it is so much nicer to work with. Like, no joke, working with leaded solder at home, especially with like flux core solder, like where it has like the flux in it, so you don't have to like, you could just tap and go, like boom, done. Like done. And those are good solder joints, like not cold, like boom, done. Yeah, this is going pretty good. I like this kind of soldering. Okay, so the next one, it's on the opposite side as the LEDs. Okay, so LEDs up. Oh, wait, okay. So I've got a bent one and a straight one. I'm assuming I use the straight one for this. straight. That'll work. The angle one's trash. Okay, so don't use the angle one. There we go. Nice and straight. There we go. Go. Okay. Non-leaded solder requires you to use more rosin flux, hotter temps, and more of it to get the job done. Yeah. And I'm bad. I always run my iron hotter than I need to. Like right now I'm running it at 420. I probably should only be running it at like 400, but it is what it is. Okay, so now this goes in here. This goes in here. There we go. This is looking too professional for a hobby thing. I'm sorry. Okay. Use 4 strands of filament. Secure each board in place. Trim the filament flush on each side. The kit didn't come with filament. What am I going to do? The kit didn't come with filament, guys. What am I going to do? The kit didn't come with filament. We'll go with some clear PET G here. Is it? Yeah. Printed solid. Jesse. Go with some Jesse. Premium clear PET G. So, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty clever. Like to hold it in, you put filament in and you use that to hold it in place. I'm sorry, that's actually pretty flippin' clever. Original design had 12 screws. I had to find a way to get that down. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, there you go. You just got 4 little pieces of filament, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, that's really clever. I like it. Wait, did I put this together the right way? Yep. Okay. Okay, so use 4 strands, secure that in board, install the 7mm ball. Okay. Did I just put the ball in? Did I just? Okay, it's in. The ball is in. Okay. Okay, solder the headers on the bottom of the PCB. Okay, so this. Okay. So, mobile. Actually, let's try something. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna have to adjust it, but was anyone at the KB3D open house? I was not, because they're not anywhere near me, so unfortunately not. It would have been cool though. There we go. Okay. Back of the sign. What are we building? We're building a TD1, which is a Hueforging tool for telling you the hex color of your filament and also its transmission distance. And then hopefully, if all goes well, Tuesday we'll do some Hueforging. So give me a chance to watch a few tutorials on it. And then Tuesday we'll do some Hueforging on stream. Because let's be honest, Tuesday is going to be a fun day. And by fun, I mean an absolute gong show. Okay, and on this side, we solder on that header, J5. What's Tuesday? If you don't know what's Tuesday, I envy you. Oh, sweet summer child. If you don't know what's going on Tuesday. Okay, that ain't gonna work. This way. Okay. And yes, I know I just talked about something that's obviously political, but let's try to keep actual politics out of this, because it never goes well. Because some people like one person and other people like the other person, and some people absolutely detest both, and some people absolutely detest one and not the other, and blah, blah, blah. And you will never have a good discussion on the internet about politics. And me not being American, I've got no say in the matter. Only the abject horror of, well, hopefully it's this one and not the other one. There we go. I think I did that right. Right? Yeah, that one's that one, and that one's that one. Okay. Yeah, Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. You are right. Make sure your 7mm ball is still in place. It is. Okay. If you forget to place the ball or it falls out and you solder the sensor in place, the next step you'll have to remove the filament pins that hold it in place and reinstall the ball. Okay. Hopefully this. Honestly, that's why I'm hoping that it's over soon so that people will stop. Will just shut up about everything. Okay. How does this go on? I'm assuming. Okay. Does it go this way? Yeah, I'm assuming it goes this way then. Okay. Having an image for orientation for this would have been a little nice, but I think I can figure it out. Okay, yeah, so that goes like that. Don't write in a candidate. Never write in a candidate. It's a waste of a vote. There you go. Okay, so that goes like that. Solder all that. See, this is why you got to solder everything nice and straight and vertical, because when you do it right, everything just kind of goes together. Voila. Thought it was over. I thought so too. Solder job. Thank you. Would you believe if I said this is the first time I've ever soldered anything? Don't believe it, because it's not true. Okay, insert the 2 M3 button head cap screws. Okay. Get my LGT store precision screwdriver. Put the right bit on it. Make sure your ball is in there. Whoop. Am I liking it? I'm liking it. Like, here's the thing. I don't have a iFixit kit or anything to compare it to. My only comparison for like this kind of screwdriver is like literally a $10 AliExpress kit that I had. So obviously it's night and day. It's obviously night and day. Also, as somebody who likes fidget toys, it keeps going and 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 again. No. Okay. What's next? Note that you're screwing into plastics who do not over tighten. Mine looks like that. There we go. Slide the sensor. Okay, so let's see here. So slide the sensor mount into the top case, making sure the male and female pins align correctly. Okay, so secure the sensor mount to the top case using 3 strands of filament. Okay, so we've got our pins here that go into that header there. So really have a lot of, there we go. I'm assuming everything connected. And we put more filament through to line it all up. How much do I get for shilling LTT stuff? Nothing! absolutely nothing. I believe they might have an affiliate program, but I am not part of it. I just, you know, I like supporting a fellow small Canadian YouTuber. In August there, I had the chance when I was in the area to go up and visit LMG. At Open Source earlier this year, I talked with Tynan and a few other people, Luke and a few other people from LMG. And several of them we follow each other on Twitter. Some of them started following me before I followed them, kind of thing. Because fun fact, they're nerds too, and they're into 3D printing. Or at least some of them are. So it was just kind of like, hey, we're in the area. I got to go meet them out. I've been following the channel since forever, so it's just kind of, you know, fellow content creators. Okay, solder the 8-pin female header on the RP2040. Again, making sure the header is straight. There are 9 holes on the side of the pie. Make sure that the header is inserted in the 8 holes closer to the USB side. Okie dokie. So, that goes in, okay, this one's gonna be fun. That goes like that, okay. So now, so that goes like, okay, that goes like that, okay. Small, sarcasm. Yeah, they're not small. I mean, they have like 100 employees. Okay, and now we gotta just make it sure it's straight. Okay, and now we solder the rest. But I will say, the only LMG products that I've been giving, they did give me the precision screwdriver. They sent me the precision screwdriver. And they did give me a stubby while I was there. But I have bought a full-size screwdriver on my own with my own money. And I also bought a stubby screwdriver with my own money. And I have also bought some merch from them with my own money again. And I've been happy with all my purchases, put it that way. So, as far as YouTuber merch goes, I will say the shirts were probably the best I've gotten from a YouTuber. The worst, unfortunately, sorry, Joel, your shirt sucked. I have a 3D printing nerd shirt, but it's now just a blue shirt because the entire logo washed off. And trim the leads. Okay, we'll just make sure. I like comparing images to make sure I have it right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is LT. Yeah, this was a sale. It's way too big for a normal size desk. It was like 20 bucks on sale on like a Christmas clearance or something. Okay, trim the leads. Be careful not to snip off any components. I've done that before, trimming a pin, and I just cut off an SMD. I'm like, oh, there you go. Okay, that goes there. So install the RP2040 on the bottom and secure it with a strand of filament. You can leave a little extra hanging out if you like. Okay, so this just goes in like that. Doesn't want to sit flush. There we go. Now it sits flush. Now I got to figure out how to get a piece of filament in there. How's the easiest way to do this? Nice if I had some pliers in here, but I do not. Yeah. No, I saw. Maybe this. Gotcha. Haha. There we go. Okay. And then just slide the case in and close it. Okay. Hopefully everything lines up correctly. That's it. Okay. Connect the provided USB-C cable to your PC. The TD1 should now show insert filament. Congratulations, your TD1 is complete. Okay, so don't snap it till you test it. Well, how much is the kit? I have no idea. I should probably put a link to this in the video description. Let's see here. Is there a store page? Buy now. Resellers, there you go. Sold out, sold out. Shoot. There you go. West 3D has them for 60 bucks. Now here's the thing, if you know what you're doing, you probably could self-source all this if you want. $40 from KB3D. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's... So what does the ball do? It's a ball. It does ball stuff. I'm assuming the ball is there to either block light or trip a sensor or something. Okay. TD1 version something. Insert filament. Okay. Which way do I insert? I'm assuming I insert filament through the bigger side. It says insert filament. So we've got some of that orange from earlier. Okay, I've inserted the filament. Now what? It just says insert filament. I put the filament in. Go all the way through. It is all the way through. Remember not to snap it, close it till you test it. Well, all the way now. Trigger needs to be adjusted. Okay, how do we adjust the trigger? So let's open it. How do you open it? Is there an easy way to open this? Pry tool. How are you? Oh, you are under extruding like a mofo. Are you? I don't know. No, you're under extruding. Pause. I think it might be the stupid roller is not helping. Check the LED is turning on. Okay, well, let me... There we go. So the problem is, I can't, well... How do I see if the LED is turning on? Okay. It says insert filament. It flashes on boot. I'm not, where is it flashing? I'm not seeing any flash. Yeah, it's not saying anything. It's just saying insert filament. Filament is wet. I don't think the filament wet would do anything. I'm just trying to think what would be causing this. Because unfortunately now there's like no easy way to take this all apart. Well, if I'm looking at it, I don't see the ball at all. What side is the ball on? Is the ball on the side with the screws or not? You lose the ball? I don't think I lost the ball. I shouldn't have lost the ball. Because I put it right in and it wouldn't have had a chance to fall out. The ball jams. Well, the problem is now to like take this all apart, I gotta like push out all the filament, I think. I don't think there's an easy way to take this apart now. Side with the screws. Like, should I see the ball? I don't see it. It's not. Like, is it supposed to be blocking the filament? I could see right through the filament path. I sent you a link in the live stream channel. Okay, let me check. Okay, that's how to open. Yeah, I got it open. Yeah, I got it open. It's just, it's not tripping like the... Yeah, it's not sensing filament. Should be able to feel a click when it activates. Yeah, there's nothing. I could see the ball. Like, I could see the ball right there. Are the screws tight? They were tight. Okay, let me take this out. Let me take this back out so that I can just test it open air without having to worry about snapping it together. Okay, LED flashed. So I saw an LED flash saying insert filament. Oh, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. Insert filament. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, maybe I just didn't have the screws tight enough or something. Yeah. Maybe am I worried not to over tighten the screws? I didn't tighten the screws enough. It's got to be, it must have been like right there then. Like it must have been right there. Okay, so now I put this all back together and get that one piece of filament in there. That's a pain to put in. There we go. Where'd that filament go? I just had it. Okay, don't use that. That is way too soft. Where is the PTFE? Not PTFE, the turn you off. There it is. There we go. Okay, so now put this back together. Okay, so now, if all goes well, insert filament. Great. There you go. Hex code scanning. This is clear, so it's probably FFFFF, yeah. So what is that? TD of 91.3. Well, it's clear, that's why. Is this even filament? I don't even think this is filament. I think that's just like a wire. Okay, so if we go back to that original thing I posited, what about Polyalchemy Elixir Aquamarine? That is a TD of 1.1 hex code. Oh. It's not being super scanning. There you go. Oh. There you go. There we go. It's a little sensitive. It's a little sensitive, I will say. Yeah, I saw the life-size benchy. It's about time somebody actually did a proper life-size benchy instead of just printing a benchy and be like, no, life-size benchy is a life-size benchy. Okay, there we go. So we got the TD1 is built. Insert filament. I'm gonna insert some soldering iron. Okay, what's going on with you? What is going on with you? I'm gonna unload you. Oh yeah, well, you're not under extruded. You're just, oh wait, you were printing fine. Shoot, I think I canceled that prematurely. Cancel. Let me actually load this properly. We'll go with this guy. Go. Black filament can be deceiving. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. I gotta unload. Unload quick. Unload quick. Yep. Unload quick. There we go. Yeah, you're extruding fine. It just don't like that. We shall load you with something a little bit less, yeah, that's what's causing the problem, is this stupid thing. This spool isn't spinning freely enough for my liking. Let's mount this somehow. Right there, right there. Do I have any M5 bolts in here? Maybe, hopefully. Are you an M5? No, you're a nozzle. I'm not gonna lie, I have used the nozzle as a bolt before. Wasn't my proudest moment, but I've done it. You know what, we'll just use that. I just won't use this. Okay. So do I have black ABS in the garage? Do I have black ABS in the garage? Where are you? Replitech, PLA, no. I gotta have black ABS. I should, no, you're PLA. You're PET G. You're also PET G. Do I not have a small spool of black ABS? What are you? What are you? Polyter, no, you're PLA. What are you? You're PLA. Do I not have black PET? I got PC. I got PA. I could do not. No, nylon for printer parts isn't good. What are you? What are you? What are you? TPU, no. Also, why do I have so much flippin' PETG all of a sudden? How did I go from having like no PETG to like tons of it? You're all PLAs. Yeah, we're not, what time is it? 10, yeah, we're not doing Hueforge tonight. Because the fun fact is, I have to learn how to use Hueforge, and we're not going to try that right now. I'm trying to find... Okay, so remind me next time I put in a care package order from Polymaker to grab a bunch of regular spools of ABS. You're just unlabeled. I don't trust you. What are you? Silver. PC ABS. I could do PC ABS. Bamboo support W. Bamboo PLA basic. Okay, I guess we're doing PC ABS. That'll work, hopefully. I mean, ABS is good. PC is good. PC ABS should be fine, right? How did I like the TD1 build? It was a fun build. Nice, simple, easy. Nothing too complicated. It was how a build should be, in my opinion. Where you follow the manual, and when you're done, you have the thing you wanted. Without having to like... Yeah. Okay, so you're loaded. I don't think these were actually failing. I think I was just being paranoid. Oh no, that first layer's shite. Yeah, that first layer's shite. So it does extrude. When we tell it to extrude 100 millimeters, it does extrude 100 millimeters. So we're good on flow. So we're good there. What's the temperatures on this? 250 to 270, 105. Okay, so I'll just print it at my normal ABS then. Let's see here. So that, support. I want to do skirt. Skirt. 3 loops. Skirt height, 3 layers. There you go. Just to make sure the filament's flowing. solve that. 2.4, 0.4 nozzle. I'm pretty sure this machine has a 0.4 nozzle in it. I'm hoping it should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Export cheat code file, save. Oh, and Ajax, thanks for the 99. Cheers and appreciate it. Oh, I gotta fix that. Yeah, we're on the. I gotta. So I tried SSHing into it and changing the, because right now this is still connected to the Wi-Fi in my garage. All the Prusas I switched over to the Wi-Fi in my house, but this is still on the garage Wi-Fi. And for some reason, when I do the you SSH it and you do Raspberry setup or whatever it is, it won't let me change the. It won't let me change it. It won't let me change it. So I might be lazy and just pull the config off of it, save it, back it up, and just reinstall Clipper with the right Wi-Fi credentials. Because I need this to be talking to that Wi-Fi access point that's 10 feet away instead of the one that's through the ground, because it's in the garage, which is that way. Hi, Steve. Everyone say hi, Steve. Don't forget, at the end of the stream, we do have the spool of Polymaker filament to give away, so if you haven't entered for that, enter for that. So yeah, so we got the TD1 built. That went actually really well. That was a fun build. That was a fun build. So I have another one somewhere, so we might do that one later. But yeah, that actually worked pretty good. So now we have this. So now I got to make sure not to lose it. I can check all my filaments. Let's see. What is lipstick red? TD of 3.1, hex code. Insert filament. Yeah, it's a little on the buggy side. Cause it reads the TD really quickly, but it's like TD 3.1 hex code scanning, and then as soon as it shows the hex code, it says insert filament again. So it's a little finicky. Hex code FF151A. Yeah, insert filament. Okay, insert the filament. And now it's not reading it. Oop. No. Being a little finicky for me, but we'll make it work. I'm almost surprised there's not like just an external button. What Steve said? What did Steve say? Might need to be tighter still. The screws are as tight as I feel safe going before them cracking. Put it that way. The screws are as tight as they can go, pretty much. What did Steve say? I just did this. Raspberry config doesn't work. Check that link I posted. You posted a link? There we go. Change Wi-Fi credentials. Okay, requirements. Get a proper tech set. Oh, fuck. Damn it. The idea that the Prusa XL uses a text file uploaded via USB drive is just insane. I'm glad it has an Ethernet point. A bit nuts. Update your firmware. You can connect to the Wi-Fi on the pad now. You literally just go into the settings and you just connect to the Wi-Fi now. You don't have to do the tech. That was the old way of doing it. Now you could just do it through the screen. You just go settings, Wi-Fi wizard, pick the SSID that shows up. It gives you the list, and then you just type in the password. Any other text editor line will do. Okay, do not use Windows Editor or WordPad. They will not work. Okay, whatever. So I'm assuming if I did Kiao, I have this. The procedure is based on the original documentation. Step 1, open your text editor and create a new file called that. Copy this section into the new file. I'm going to do that off screen. I ain't dealing with that. Then again, we're only at 16% for transferring the file over. 8.1. You know what? You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do here, class? Done. As soon as I plug it in, it's like 8.1, 8.2, done. There we go. Okay. I hit upload and print. That should, are we heating up? There we go. There we go. I need to actually, I seriously do need to put a, I have a router. It's right there. It's like just a little Netgear switch. I need to put another one over here so that I can actually plug these in over Ethernet. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to unplug this. Yeah. You know what? I'll just leave it in. I don't care. I'll just leave it plugged in for now. I don't think it matters too much. Okay, let me clean up this mess that I made. I gotta be good. I gotta keep this room. We just spent a little bit of time cleaning this room up. I don't want to get it all messy again. Okay, let me play around with this, see what I can do to make it a little bit more less finicky. There we go. Yeah, the screws are as tight as they go. Screws could be too tight now. No. Reprint the sensor mount. Which one's the sensor mount? GD1 scanning. There we go. GD1 scanning. Okay, I think we're okay now. Yeah, I think we're okay now. Parts might be, well, everything was printed on a Prusa at stock settings for PETG, so it should be pretty bang on. I can kind of see the ball. And apply a thin piece of tape to the trigger part of the circuit board. That's actually a good idea. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. Problem is, how much apart do I got to take this to get at that? Some round it. Oh, that might do it. Okay, so take the screws out. I'm wondering if it'd be better to print the parts with 0.1 layer height instead of 0.2 to avoid that rounding error. Okay, so what do I got to do? I got to take out the 3 pieces of filament, right? Is that what I got to do? Middle, end. Okay. Take that out. Yeah, it's so here I can see it at least. I need better light for this. Yeah, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I need to put like a little shim in there. Essentially. Just put a piece of paper. Are the 3 pins on the 8-pin male header hitting the sensor mount? What do you mean the 3 pins on the hitting the sensor mount? I trimmed everything. Everything's trimmed. Like what I might do is just put something in there to shim it. First 3 pins. What first 3 pins? There's like a billion pins on here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a shim in there. I have no idea where that went. Might be too much. Problem is I can't hear. I think we're good. Try not to. No, wait, don't do that. That's too much. That shouldn't too much. One second. Piece of cardboard's too much. I need like paper. Something a little bit thinner. Yeah, that's too thick. Send a photo and screen chat. Those 3. Everything seems to be sitting flush. Oh, wait, no. Those might be holding it up a bit. Yeah, that's holding it up a bit. Yep, that's what's holding it up. Yep, that's what's holding it up. So, those 3 pins right there, you can see it is holding it up ever so slightly. So I gotta pull those. I gotta fix that. So close. Can I just like... Go. And then just for a little bit of extra insurance, I'm gonna put a little itty bitty piece of green painter's tape over that button. Just to give it a little bit extra. Okay, so now I got to put this all back together. Oh, no, my ball. Don't want to lose my ball. It really doesn't push into that socket too much. Oh, well. I mean, it's not supposed to, but. No, it's still not going down all the way. Yeah. I think I need like a file. I can't get those. Maybe that'll work. Get a pair of fresh flush cutters that aren't mangled yet. Proceed to mangle them. Can you put more clearance in the part? Like, is that possible? Can you put just more clearance in the part? Is that a thing that can be done? Okay, now it clears. There we go. Now it clears. There we go. Okay. How does this all go back together again? There we go. Okay, now I gotta put all these pins back in. Okay, that guy. That guy. Get that guy back in. Okay. So that's that. And then you go in here. You go in here. Trim that. Ah! So you go there. You go there. Put the screws back in. Hopefully the ball's still in there. It should be in there. The building. It's a TD1. It's a filament transmission distance reader, and also it tells you the hex code of the filament, so you know the actual proper color. So how it works is you get your filament, get some blah, because I have it here. So you get your filament, okay, and you put it in. If all goes well, trim that because that's a little yucky looking. Put that through there. Scanning. There you go. So it tells you the transmission distance of the filament, so how opaque it is essentially. And it also gives you the hex code of the filament, so the actual color value. There you go. And now it's actually working properly. If anything, it's a little too stiff, but I'm sure that'll break in over time. There you go. Now it's working. Now it's working. So yeah. I don't know why this is like partially under extruding. It looks like it's under extruding. What is going on here? Why are you under extruding? You should not be under extruding. There we go. Yeah, it does connect with Hueforge. It does work with Hueforge. I believe if you're running the Hueforge program on your computer, it'll talk to this, so you can automatically like, this is the color, and it'll load it all up and everything. Yeah, this is, I don't know why this is like spotty extrusion. Because it's pulling the filament consistently. It's just under extruding. I don't know why. Pause, cancel. What is going on here? Cancel. cable. Spider! Okay, I gotta have a USB-C cable somewhere to charge this thing. There's gotta be one somewhere. I gotta. What? Just get one out of here. Nope, I've already stolen that one. Shoot. Steal one out of here. Nope, already stole that one. Shoot. There we go. Okay, now it's charging. There we go. Forgot about that. That was one of those things I forgot to set up when I moved down here. Fun fact, you know, the receiver is plugged into the computer. You still need to plug a USB cable in for it to charge and stay charged. Yeah. This is all I have for ABS. How am I out of ABS? Black ABS. I am like out of black ABS. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Well, that's gone. You know what? Just get this started. I'll figure that out later. Push you down. Yeah, because that, okay, it's biting the filament good. So we got proper grip on the filament. We got grippers. Okay. One. Where's the other roller? Right here. These rollers suck. There we go. There we go. Okay. Filament loaded, control, print. I don't know which one that was. Print. There you go. Okay. If I win the spool, maybe I'll win the give. Yeah, maybe I'll win the giveaway. Yeah, I don't know why that's printing like crap. Hopefully it's just wet. Imagine trying to dry. Oh, when you're drying that much, you use a professional dryer. Like, there's actually proper equipment that you use when you're drying that much filament. Okay, we got 10 minutes left in the stream. So if you want to win some filament from Polymaker, link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. Get doing that now. One of the tank treads fall? It did! One of my tank treads fell. Oh no. Tune, cancel object. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to get over to that guy, unless I can load up Prusa Connect. Prusa Connect. Login. Okay, so Sam Squanch is printing. Print queue, printer files, print history, control telemetry. How do I cancel a print? Printer files, print queue. Okay, so it is number 3 that failed. So this one here, I'm assuming this is the front. So it is this guy that failed. Cancel object. There we go. Command to cancel object has been successfully sent. There we go. Cool. No, unfortunately, this is still the first set of treads because the treads I started yesterday did not finish The Mark III 0.5 started, it jammed. About this far in, it jammed. And I didn't realize it till the next day. So we're trying with the Mark IV now, and it's going a lot better. But the Mark IV, the extruder, is a lot better of an extruder for flexibles. So kind of makes sense it would be a bit better for flexibles. Because this stuff is very, very flexible. Like, this is 40D, whatever that means. Fibrology 40D, Fiberflex 40D. So. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, the purge line's great. Okay, the prime line seems good. The problem is I'm printing on a black bed too. So I'm looking at a black print on a black bed. And I think it's under extruding again. How do you under extrude when your flow rate's good? How are you under extruding when your flow rate is good? Like, what am I missing here? What am I missing here? Yeah, it's under extruding. It's pause. Yeah, what am I missing here? Cancel. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? It shouldn't be a clog. I'm gonna swap the nozzle right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Pull the nozzle on it. Cancel, turn the motors off. Motors off. Cancel print. Pull the filament out. It's got like no bite on this filament. But when I tell it to just extrude in air, it extrudes just fine. And it's biting the filament. It's got the filament. So it's not that. Maybe I don't have a 0.4 nozzle in there. Let me, I'm just gonna swap the nozzle. 1 second. I'm just gonna say screw it, swap the nozzle. Maybe I don't have a 0.4. I have no idea what even hot end is this. I think this is a Rapido. I don't even know where that went. I don't know what this is. It's a Fadus nozzle. Oh, it's a 0.6. It's a 0.6 nozzle. I'm trying to print 0.4 profile on a 0.6 nozzle. Okay, that would explain it. Okay, well, now we're gonna put a Fadus 0.4 in there. Yep. That'll do it. Well, now at least we know we got a hardened nozzle in here too. There we go. Okay. Try this again. That would explain a lot. Yeah, it's a 0.6 nozzle. That would explain a lot. Because it's like, it's not printing, like, here's the thing. It was under extruding in a way that didn't match like how you would expect it to under extrude. Because like, if you're looking, it's sucking the filament up just fine. Like, it wasn't like under extruding in a way that you would think something was broken, essentially. Well, here's the thing, John. All my machines run 0.4 nozzles. Simple as that. That's what I do. All my machines are 0.4. So I assume this was 0.4. I don't know why it had a 0.6. Can somebody go back and watch the stream when we did the XOL toolhead and like figure out why I put a why I put that in? Okay, while we're doing that, let's do this quickly. I got to replace the nozzle. Filament, return, preheat, preheat, PLA. I just want to get some of that gunk off of that. Swap the nozzle on this. So we are going to do the giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway once I make sure this is printing right. But while we're doing that, I'm just going to swap this guy, put a better duct on it. I got one of the fancy ducts for this guy too. There we go. So out with the old, oh wow, we're on camera, guys, sorry. Out with the old Mark IV nozzle, in with a new one. And the funny thing was, I printed these nozzles on the C-bore, and it printed fine. But for some reason, the current ABS I'm trying to print on it doesn't want to print well. I don't know why. Work right this time. Too tight. There we go. Okay, let me clean this off. The last thing I printed on here, we used white PETG, and I didn't get a cloud of death, but it did gum up the nozzle something fierce. So let's try to clean that off. There we go. Okay, preheat, cool down. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Save that, never know. Now that's attached. Okay, let's see here. How many people have entered for the giveaway? 292 people. Could we get 300 people to enter the giveaway? And while we're at it, could we get 300 people to like the video? Because YouTube, bigger number, better person. Let's see see here. I'm just checking what's going on in the socials before we end the stream to see if there's any last things to talk about. By the way, I'm loving Daryl's work on this. If you don't follow Daryl, dude does amazing shit. Because this is flexible. Like, it's like a urethane, so it's like actually flexible. Dude does crazy work with his suits. Okay. Work. Work. Please work. It would have helped if I loaded filament. Shit. Pause. 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 Okay. It would help if you load filament to the actual nozzle. Okay. Cancel. Control. Let's reprint. It helps a lot when you actually load filament to the nozzle and not just have it tickling the top of the extruder. I will get a print. We will get a print out of this machine. At some point. Eventually. Eventually. At some point. In Minecraft. In Grand Theft Auto. If you hit start. Okay. Is the extruder locked? Okay, the extruder's locked. Okay, let's see here. What's going on? What's going on in 3D printing world? Reddit.com/r/3D printing. What is currently the top thing on R 3D printing? It's probably nothing good. Oh, Dr. D-Flow. Okay, this is pretty cool. Printing a benchy on a benchy. I still don't think the proportions are right, though. I still think the proportions are off. I don't know if this is actually a properly scaled benchy, or it's just throwing me off. I know it's like it's 600 kilograms of like recycled PETG to print that, by the way. Oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Quit flipping over, you stupid camera. There we go. That's a good boy. Quit flipping, you stupid camera. There you go. How you doing? You doing okay? Oh, we outside. The pets. Stupid camera. There you go. Oh, you good boy. Yeah, don't go. Hey, you doing okay? Was it in there? And off he goes. Yeah, he's getting old. He's getting old. Okay, how's this coming along? Oh my god, it actually looks somewhat competent, finally. Oh my god. I think we're good, finally. Wyo Ben, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Yeah, he's a Shepherd. For those that don't know, he's a Shepherd Husky mix. He's 12 and a half, I want to say. I want to say 12 and a half. 11 and a half or 12 and a half, I can't remember. But he's getting old. Yeah. Oh my God, it actually is somewhat competently printing now, finally. Hopefully. We'll find out. Find out. Huzzah, huzzah. Shepherd Doberman, yeah. Oh, he's a good boy. He's getting old. That's just his thing. He's just getting old. Okay. I think we're finally okay. It only took me like a bunch of failures because I had the wrong size nozzle in. That's always fun. Problem is I can't see how the print's doing because it's got this stupid big old tool head, but I think we're okay. Once I make sure that first layer is good. Okay, how are we going to do this giveaway? Do I have marbles? I don't think I have marbles on this computer. Marbles? No, I do not have marbles on this computer. Which means we're going to have to do this the old way. We're going to have to do this the old way, guys. It's been a hot minute for this giveaway. If you have not entered, what time is it? I will give you one more minute. Okay, nope, never mind. We got 300 entries. That's it. If you did not enter, you'll have another chance on Tuesday, Tuesday's stream. Because we're past 11 here, so I gotta do the giveaway. Copy. Okay, I need a number between 6 and 9. Somebody give me a number between 6 and 9 for no apparent reason. I need a number between 6 and 9. 5 is not between 6 and 9. 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. Simple as that. No fancy marble game. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, the computer already knows because it's a computer and it knows everything. Congratulations to Kisker. Congratulations, Kisker. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. So golf claps in chat for Kisker. I'm realizing I have to go to the computer in the garage to finish this because that's where all the documents are for all this, or the links for all this. Yay. How's that coming along? Is it coming along? I think we're good. I think we're good. Are we good? Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. We're good. So I think we're gonna call it there. If all goes well, we got the TD1 built. Tuesday's stream, because let's be honest, Tuesday is going to be anxiety inducing for a lot of people. We're just going to have a fun print and chill stream on Tuesday. I'll do like an MMU print and we'll play with Hueforge and we'll just have a nice little fun relaxing stream down here on Tuesday. So, shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Some of them are affiliate links, don't cost you anything extra, go a long way in supporting the channel. Others, like GamerSups, use code Canuck, save 10% off your order. And lastly, for those that donate to the channel, give to memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you for not being able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. Yeah, we're going to call it there. What's the gold filament in the MMU? It's actually not gold. It's a it's the same stuff that whatchamacallit, this guy's printed out of. It's not a gold filament. It's a multicolor filament. It's like a copper, bronze. I don't know. It's this. I've had this print for years, but it's this filament. Okay, calling it there. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I shall see you on Tuesday.